Everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll give the Ravens a first down. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Flacco. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence West, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. And right side caught Hogan. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. From midfield, here's Brady. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Second down, Flacco now. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The open man is Smith. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't
they? They have a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Brady now on first down. And right side caught Hogan. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Fresh set of downs here. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Brady to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
On first down, Brady. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And, Charles, let's switch gears for a second. Big news on Monday. Los Angeles now looking for a new head coach. Could it be a good thing that they make this move now as opposed to at the end of the season?
I think in a lot of ways, yes, because you become the focal point for all people who might be interested in the job, and I think a lot of people will be. It is Los Angeles. Great market, but how about the team? Jared Goff, the rookie quarterback. Todd Gurley, the tremendous runner. Aaron Donald on defense, and a heck of a defense around him. A lot of good reasons to be interested in this job.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So after the INT, it's Brady. And his throw is incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it's second down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Looking back to the air on second. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now here come the Ravens.
Parker, I don't care how long he plays. Anytime there's a fumble involving Tom Brady.
You think the Raiders are involved?
You think the Raiders are involved, you think it's snowing, and immediately you hear the words, Tuck Rule. And now the Tuck Rule doesn't exist anymore, but that always comes back up with Tom Brady, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, even here, even now. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a gain of 15 that time. And the Ravens are going to have a first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Second and 10. Flacco once more. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Passing play, Flacco. And that will be incomplete as well. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. From the left hash, this from 39. And that is no good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
It's a five-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Brady now on first down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Lawrence Guy in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Here's Brady to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Throwing now is Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On the return, Hester. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. This will be caught inside the 10. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Now receiver in motion left. 3rd and goal, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Terrence West, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens have broken the tie.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Harder to switch gears. What a capper we had to Week 14. Cowboys losing again to the Giants. And Romeo Okwara, he came up big in that game, didn't he?
He certainly did because he replaced Jason Pierre-Paul and led the team in tackles with 8. Consistent pressure all night, had a sack. He played a great game. How about the Jets going out on the road at San Francisco, coming from way back to win? Bilal Powell, 145 yards on the ground, filling in for Matt Forte. And Matt Moore for the Miami Dolphins. The numbers aren't the key. The key is he has to carry them in their playoff push with the injury to Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, 3 big breakout players last week. On first down, Brady. Screen pass to Blunt. LeGarrette Blunt. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blunt, 56 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now the rookie's free. The 40. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Well, after watching them ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And they can run it over the middle. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. It's the